Hello guys! I truly appreciate you choosing to spend a few minutes of your day with me. We're about to unpack some fresh updates that could shape the next few months for NIO and its sub-brand ONVO. If you've been following the electric vehicle world, you know that news like this can really move the needle, not just for the stock, but for how confident investors feel. So, let's dive straight into what Morgan Stanley has just revealed and what it might mean for NIO's future. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. So here's what's new. Morgan Stanley just released an updated note highlighting the order inflows for the ONVO L90. They've kept their target price on NIO shares at $5.90 and maintained their overweight rating, which basically means they're still pretty bullish on the stock, but what really stands out is the detail they shared about pre-orders. According to Morgan Stanley, the ONVO L90 has already attracted between 35,000 pre-orders, which is a healthy sign for a model that's just entering the market. To put this into perspective, they're projecting a realistic monthly delivery volume of around 5,000 units for the L90 once production ramps up. And here's where it gets even more interesting. If you add that to the deliveries expected from the L60, which is seeing about 6,000 to 8,000 units a month, it's clear how ONVO could be hitting 15,000 units monthly in no time. That's a significant lift for a sub-brand that many people initially doubted. And we're not even counting the L80 yet. Once the L80 launches, Morgan Stanley believes it could push ONVO's combined monthly deliveries toward 25,000 units. That kind of scale changes the whole story for NIO's sub-brand strategy. But there's more to this than just delivery numbers. Let's talk about pricing. Remember how the L90's pre-sale price was set at 279,900 RMB? Well, the word is that when the final price is officially announced later this month, it's likely to be lower than that. Some estimates suggest we could see the sticker drop closer to 259,000 RMB, or even 249,000 RMB. If that happens, demand could spike even further because lower prices in this segment almost always pull in more buyers. Think about it. ONVO already secured tens of thousands of pre-orders with the higher pre-sale price. If they come out and undercut that number by 20,000 or 30,000 RMB, getting to 50,000 orders for the L90 alone doesn't sound so far-fetched anymore. And here's the domino effect. If NIO can push out at least 10,000 units of the L90 by the end of this year, that means ONVO's total deliveries could reach 20,000 or more before 2025 even kicks in. Add the L80 to the mix in the fourth quarter, and you see why Morgan Stanley's outlook is so positive. This is the payoff many investors have been hoping for since NIO's CEO first talked about launching multiple sub-brands. Back then, critics were skeptical, some even laughed at the idea. But fast forward to now, and both new brands are gaining real traction. Morgan Stanley also dropped an interesting tidbit about the ONVO L60. Apparently, its pre-orders came in even higher, around 60,000 units, so while the L90 is a bit more expensive and the pre-order numbers are slightly lower, they believe the final price drop could narrow that gap. The end game? If the L90 ends up near the L60's volume, NIO's overall numbers could get a nice boost. All this ties into the bigger picture for NIO's stock. Morgan Stanley still thinks the shares can reach $5.90, and if these delivery numbers hold up or beat expectations, they might just get there sooner than many people think. Plus, Q3 is shaping up to be a critical quarter. That's when the company should confirm whether they're finally on track to reach profitability in Q4. If the signs are positive when they report Q3 earnings, that could light a fire under the stock and push it back into double-digit territory. I know a lot of people are still waiting on the sidelines, hoping to time the perfect entry point for NIO. But the reality is, opportunities like this don't usually sit around forever. The market moves fast, and by the time you see the clear signs everyone's been waiting for, the stock may have already run up. That's why so many long-term holders. Of course, this isn't financial advice. You should always decide for yourself what to do with your money, but I have to say, after months of seeing this stock get beaten down, It feels good to finally talk about positive momentum. Seeing real progress on the sub-brand side, plus the potential for profitability, shows that NIO is not standing still. They're executing on a plan that could really transform where they sit in this hyper-competitive EV market. So, to sum it all up, Morgan Stanley's latest update points to strong pre-orders for the ONVO L90, a likely price drop that could fuel even more demand, and a roadmap that could push NIO's sub-brands to deliver 25,000 vehicles a month in the not-so-distant future. Combine that with the potential for profitability and a share price target that suggests significant upside, and you can see why there's so much buzz right now. I'd love to hear what you think about all this. Do you agree with Morgan Stanley's optimism, or do you think there's still too much uncertainty in the air? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this breakdown helpful. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.